This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Tuesday, May 30th. Couple of days vacation. You had a good time?
And we had a great time. Thank you. Yes.
Time off? Good?
Yeah, it was good. And now I'm back.
I have a little bugaboo. Sometimes I hear this around staff meetings here, and I hear other people say it, and it just jumped in my head.
Oh, no, what?
It's like when people say, well, I'm just going to take a couple of well-deserved days off. Who says you deserve... it's like you say, oh, I work harder than everybody else. Like when they say that.
Yeah,
right?
but you and I do.
No, that part I get. I think maybe that's what I find so insulting about it.
You find it insulting?
When people say, well, look, I'm just going to take a well-deserved day off. So you're telling yourself you deserve it more than anybody. Like, just take a day off.
Well, they're not saying more than anybody else.
But they're highlighting the fact that,
I deserve a day off. I'm going to take a day off.
I work hard. I work harder than everybody. Just take a day off. I don't know, this constant need for everybody to justify.
I think you may be overthinking it. I don't think they're saying they work harder than anybody else or everybody else.
That's the difference when somebody says, just say, hey, by the way, if you need me this week, see me because I'm taking Friday off. Okay. Oh, I'm taking Friday off because I need a well-deserved. Okay. Like, look at me. I don't know.
I thought it was well-deserved.
No, I'm not saying you weren't. Oh, my God. Welcome back. Charity's back, everybody.
I'm back.
Here we go.
Mark's so happy. I believe he was so happy that I was back that you told me to stay home tomorrow and said that you were quite happy to be in here by yourself yesterday.
I said, had you not been well enough today, I would have been fine with that. And you may have misconstrued that a little.
I don't think there's much misconstruing there. I think I know what you mean. Because let's see, yesterday Jimmy and I were both gone. So it's like, woohoo!
It was like I got locked in McDonald's all night and got to play in the ball gym like the whole night by myself.
I am sorry.
So good.
I am sorry I misbeat the bank yesterday, though. And it's funny, I had a handful of people come up to me yesterday asking me if I'd heard it, because they had heard it. They said it was just phenomenal.
It was. She was great. She was great. It was better. It would have been better if you were there because I was losing my mind all by myself. So I was running it like a puppy. No, I can't. Like, I need Charity here to deal with the listeners so I can deal with the vaults. And now it's like, what do we do now? It's like it's $1,500 and she still wants to keep going. Like, good on her. And I want to hug her through the phone and I want to scream and play it like a listener.
Yes.
But I can't. I have to be
professional. A little bit professional.
Dinosaur Bortosaurus. Oh. But anyway, no, it was good.
But she didn't win.
She didn't win, and then that happened. And then when you went away, then Tina Turner died. And when stuff happens, when people go away, you feel like you want to jump it in. The rest of the world's gone by. Has already gone beyond it.
I will say
I feel like I can't catch up.
I had my period of mourning.
Yeah.
She was one of those ones that hit me. I say one of those ones.
No,
one of those big names, those people who, when they passed, really resonated. I was trying to think of the last one. It wasn't that long ago. And it did. It almost made me cry. Who was it? Oh, that's awful.
Know what you mean? Like, let's do a list of the 10 people,
It wasn't that long ago. And it was a man. I can't think who it was. But Betty White was a big one. When we lost Betty White, it was a big one. I want to say it was early this year. Anyway, Meatloaf, that was another one when he passed away last year. But yes, Tina Turner, definitely. But
I'm thinking
it's going to happen more and more.
The Paul McCartneys, the Elton Johns, these guys
those
are now
will be huge.
The Billy Joels, who are in their 70s. Like Tom Petty was a gut punch because he was so young.
That's very true.
Glenn Fry, very young. We knew that Tina Turner was not well. She was 83. But when you hear it, it was like, no, not Tina Turner.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it was. When I saw that, I thought,
Yeah.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot,
That's
of course.
Sorry.
Sure, right.
I can't believe I forgot that.
Well, I can't believe I didn't help you with that.
Yeah, but because you were away when Gordon Lightfoot passed away, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
See, we're not good luck.
Not good luck at all.
We can't take those well-deserved days, Mark.
We're going to let you know when we're on vacation, everybody, so you can start bubble wrapping the people you love. Mm-hmm. Then we start talking to performers who could have died. There's performers we would like to see die before Tina Turner could have died.
Oh, you had that conversation,
yeah, we did yesterday. Why is Kid
Rock still alive?
On air?
Just
Just around the station. Right. If Kid Rock had died, fine. Kid Rock can go.
How offside did that conversation go?
Got pretty offside pretty fast.
I was going to say, if it was off the air.
Pretty fast.
I know the people we work with and I could see.
Yeah. All of us were throwing names, like not just bad people like me. We were all throwing names out. Yeah, like how's this person still like? Tina Turner could have lived longer.
Exactly. And nothing against Keith Richards, but for a man who has not looked after himself.
No kidding, right?
At all.
Yeah.
He will outlive everybody.
That's
And
right.
I'm not saying he should pass before Tina Turner.
No.
But there's someone, again, who has not had the healthiest lifestyle, and he's still on tour.
Self-preservation was never his motto.
No.
I know. And I had one person say to me, ready? Oh, I thought she was dead already. Can't even deal with you. Can't even deal with you.
Walk away now.
Don't even want to know you.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, that happened all while you were gone.
I know. And you went and saw Crowded House.
Went and saw Crowded House.
I saw, and I'm sorry, I totally forgot until I saw the picture of you and your family at the concert. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I got to ask him about that. So it was good?
That was good. That was the first time I was ever at Budweiser stage. I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where I saw my very first concert.
And that was, it's been around that long.
Bush X.
Oh, okay.
If it's the same place I'm thinking of. Yeah.
On the little island.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Down by the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was. It's been around a while. I don't know if it was still called. I think it was the Budweiser stage.
Maybe
no,
not.
It was the Molson Center. Yes, Molson Amphitheater.
Okay,
that's
so
what it was named.
Known as.
But yes, that's where I saw Bush.
The next one over is called Echo Beach, and there are no seats, and it's all sand.
Ooh.
The stage. Andrew and I are going to see Jimmy Eat World there.
Over there. It's a good one to see
August.
there.
I'm all out of vacation days, so I'm going to be sick because it's a Monday night. I'll be sick on Tuesday.
Okay.
Because
I better write that down.
By the time you get home, it's literally 3 hours. You get on the GO train, you go to Oshawa, you drive home, you drop him off. Like it's going to go to 11. I'm not getting home till 2:30 in the morning. So I either stay up and come in.
You need to tell me that day.
And you'll love that.
I do like it when you're punchy.
Or...
Because the Jays game, the day after the Jays game was pretty awesome.
That was
You could do that again.
Yeah.
We got a lot of reaction about that show.
There was a lot of hot dogs that day.
Hot dogging. We were hot dogging that day.
Funny aside, it is good having you back. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah,
okay? Thanks for coming back. Because today we talked about something that you and I have done on separate occasions, and that is get married. Because the economics have come out on how much it costs to have your nuptials taken this year.
Okay, to really put this in perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm going to back up a bit. Over the weekend as well, we celebrated my parents' 50th anniversary, wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, so big deal. They were married in 1973. I don't have 1973, but we talked about the 50s. If you were married in 1950, how much a wedding would cost. A wedding would cost as little as $250 in 1950. So let's gauge that. So maybe at the most $700.
Let's put it in perspective. The war ended.
Yes.
The baby boom was coming, which means people were getting married and having babies because the world was in war and depression, and there was love and freedom. And so the wedding wasn't important. People wanted to be married.
Exactly. They just wanted to get
Let's
married.
Make families. And
so under $1,000 in the 1950s for a wedding. Yeah. They have just come out with how much a wedding would cost in 2023, up from last year by $1,000.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about getting married,
average cost
this year, expect to pay $29,450.
Wow, that is
for a day.
For a day.
Now, I say that it does take into consideration the engagement ring and the honeymoon, but still, essentially, you're paying nearly $30,000 for a day. A day. A dress you're only going to wear once.
Yep.
A suit or tux that you would probably only wear once. If you buy it, you may rent it.
Yeah, it's the only job he's got.
Yeah. Wayne rented his, so we don't even have it after that day. Yeah. And no, I haven't put my... no, that's not true. I did put my dress back on one day.
Did you really?
Just to try it on.
Did you really?
But I haven't worn it outside the house.
Right.
I haven't worn it like I did the day of. That's caught me. But the point being, that is ridiculous for a wedding.
And
that is so not
Let's put
what
the
you should pay for a wedding.
Too in perspective with this generation. They will never own a house.
No, but they'll pay $30,000 for a wedding.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that their economics are wrong. I'm saying
but
it is so ridiculous now to be that age in this economy.
And
if you want to get married, you've got to keep up with your friends. It's going to be $30,000, and you know you'll never own a home.
Because as you just pointed out, in the 50s, they just wanted to get married. Now, society was a little different. You necessarily weren't with your partner until you were married.
True.
You couldn't have kids, or it was frowned upon to have kids outside of wedlock. So you had to be married for that reason. And for women especially, you didn't leave your parents' home unless you were married, basically. You moved in with your significant other. You became husband and wife. So there were a lot of other factors, but essentially they wanted to just be married in 1950. Now people get married for totally different reasons. Not just, I think being married is very low on the list of reasons why they get married.
The wedding is a big thing thanks
to
social media, television shows, from Say Yes to the Dress, Bridezilla, 90 Day Fiance, this notion of the wedding being... And then, but like the week after, it's for life, right?
And that's not the mentality, I don't think. Like now you can have children, you can live on your own, you can, it's more acceptable. Not that you couldn't before, but it's more acceptable.
No,
and people do it now. So you don't need to be married. So now marriage itself, or the wedding, has become this show almost. It's not about... the couple. It's not about the partnership so much anymore. It's about, let's throw a big party and let's do all these things and make it about us for a day.
And I wonder if some people would like to be married. No, that's not even true. I was going to say, but look at the cost and say, well, what's the point of getting married? Because you can always just go to City Hall.
You can be married for a lot less than $30,000.
Like you're renewing your driver's license.
Yeah.
You can get married.
Yeah.
So $30,000. Where are we spending the most amount of money?
On the venue.
See that again. It strikes me when people choose their wedding date, it's not based on when the church is available. It's when the venue for the reception is available.
It's sad to say, I wanted to get married October 10th. I wanted an October wedding. But because our venue would have ice in it in October, we had to bump it up to September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because hockey season.
Well, and because Campbellford, we were limited to where we could have it.
That's true.
So, and it's the curling club. So the curling club and racket club in Campbellford, that's where a lot of big events take place. And you can get everything with it. And I look back now and it was dirt cheap, but at the time I thought, oh my God, how are we going to pay for this? But it came with the tables and the bar and everything we would need to host our reception would be there. So that's why. But they put the ice in the 1st of October. For the curling. So
screw it. Everybody in Campbellford, you got to get married from May 24th to October 1st.
If you're using the curling club, yes, you do.
Campbellford, home of the Wednesday wedding.
But looking back now, and you can, I recognize, I can say this because I had the big wedding, not $30,000, but I had the reception.
You wanted.
I had the wedding I wanted, but looking back now, I wouldn't do that again. I wish that we did have a smaller go to City Hall and just do it that way.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
at
the end of the day, it was a wonderful day. It was. And it was everything we had wanted. And it was beautiful. And I don't regret that we did it. But I realize, looking at it now, that it was much more than just about us. And and you can't tell young people that. You can't tell people that.
You didn't realize it at the time.
I didn't realize it at the time. I thought it was about us at the time. But looking back now, I think, we really just needed us and our parents. And that would have been...
Yeah.
No offense to my friends and other family. We would have done something with them afterwards.
Sure.
Certainly.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, it was a party. It
when
was
you hear
the event.
$30,000, do you think weddings become competitions among friends?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not lost
really?
on that.
No, not at all. No.
Oh, okay.
It. Of course it is. That's why it's $30,000. Well, this person had this, and this person had that, and this person went here to get their dress, and it was a goal of mine to get my dress for under $1,000.
Did you do it?
Yep, $700.
Good for you.
Yep.
Good on you. Bought it. Flat out, $700.
Now I got the shoes after that, which were nothing either. But that was a goal of mine. I thought, I am not paying a stupid amount of money for a dress I'm going to wear once, maybe twice if I put it on one Saturday afternoon.
Right.
But
only used for one ceremony. Right?
Definitely only one ceremony.
One ceremony.
But yeah, so the venue was number one.
Number one.
Number two was the ring, the engagement ring. And then number three
shocked me. It was the music. It was the band
music.
or the DJ. Because you can get a DJ for like $1,000.
Well, and a lot of people too just bring their phones and play it off a playlist.
Exactly.
Or a laptop and just let the playlist go, which I thought, that's like half the fun. You want a good DJ. If you're going to have a DJ, you want a good DJ.
Yeah. Jean Petitpas was our DJ. He was in our bowling league. Jean Petitpas.
Petitpas.
In Brantford. French for small feet. And he was. But he was a mean bowler. He was a funny guy. He was the captain of our bowling team. We met him when Kath and I just signed up for a bowling team. And he came over, you be on our team. That's the worst accent I've ever done. And super guy. And we said, yeah, we're getting married. Oh, I'm a DJ. And then we just went,
come on over.
Come on over. And it's like, is he good? We didn't even ask. Like I don't know.
But he was.
He was amazing.
Yeah,
he was so much fun. So accommodating to anybody and told bowling stories about how great Kath was because she is good and how dreadful I am because I am. And he was just great. We had a good time on. But you're right. I think at that time, it wasn't the pressure of looking on social media or on television to say whether your wedding is stacking up with what everybody else seems to be. And your guests go to weddings and then they start comparing.
And it goes through trends.
Yeah.
And it goes through, okay, well, this person had that would be nice. Like you take things away from it. If you're not married, you look and you think, okay, what worked, what didn't work for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's things that are in fashion, things that maybe go out of fashion. And then like the DJ, which I was surprised too, was number 3. But it sounds like it's making a comeback. But yeah, I think it's totally a competition.
The
100%.
Average cost of a meal per person was $71.
$71.
Now that's going to include the fact that you've got to pay for the plates and I guess the chairs and
see, no, that's just for the food.
Just for the food.
That's just for the food.
$71
$71 a plate. That's nothing but what you're eating. That's not the cutlery. That's not the plates. It might be the plates, but not the linens or the centerpieces or the tables or the chairs. That's just what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
At our wedding, we had, okay, get this. We had, again, love small towns. Okay, so we had roast beef. And chicken. Wayne also likes macaroni and cheese. We had macaroni and cheese plus the 2 potatoes. We had 2 different kinds of potatoes. Gravy, 2 or 3 vegetables. Salads. We had 5 different salads. We had buns and butter and salt and pepper and all that. Pickles and cheese. $15 a plate.
Oh my God. Can't be done.
$15 a plate.
Can't be done.
It was amazing.
That sounds so good.
A coworker of mine at the time was a foodie, and I was really worried because this is basic. Like this is hearty.
Sure, but that's so good.
And it was friggin' delicious. He raved about that meal for months.
This foodie.
Months. Yes, this foodie. I'm like, $15.
You worried about $15. Boom. Yeah. That's it.
So 71, I'm like, what the hell are you eating?
Yeah.
For $71.
And that's the average. It's not the most expensive. On average. I mean, so that means half people are spending more than $71.
And if people don't show up, which does happen, we had it too. Yeah. It's like, are you friggin' kidding me? I just paid $71 for you to eat nothing, for you not to be here and
and everything that goes with it. And then, of course, there's the honeymoon. And as a result, a number of people are kind of bypassing the honeymoon.
Well, they say that's one way you can cut costs.
Yeah.
So we got into that, too. Some of the cost cutting, cost saving, we'll say, things that you can do. So one is the honeymoon, putting it off. And that worries me. I would be afraid that we would never go if we didn't go right away. But they say if you can hold off on the honeymoon and just focus on the wedding, then it allows you to save money to go on the honeymoon as opposed to spend money you may not have.
Or go somewhere on its shoulder season, for example.
Exactly. So that's one way you can save money. Having a Jack and Jill prior to the wedding. Yep. People always want to support the couple, and this is a great way to do that and have some fun before the wedding. Going easy on the booze, so no open bars. Prioritizing your budget. So where you do want to spend the money. So as we said, the DJ is number 3. Well, and as I pointed out, a lot of people tend to use laptops or a playlist. So that may be somewhere you can save money as opposed to hiring a DJ. Just run it off your playlist. What were some of the other ones? Lower your guest count. So don't have as big a wedding, and choosing the less popular wedding season,
which I would have thought was right now.
I know it's always been this time of year, but no, they say in fact now fall has taken over and become the peak wedding season. So as opposed to getting married in the fall, a nice winter wedding or spring and summer
or
may
July.
Save you some money.
Maybe July now.
Because I think it's getting hotter, right? And the summers are... So if you can put up with it, it may save you a few bucks if you have it in the summer.
So if you're getting married this summer or going to a number of weddings, let us know. We'd like to know some of the trends, costs, if you don't mind sharing, or unique ways that people have saved money that still has made it such a wonderful time. $15 a plate's amazing.
Amazing. And it was.
Good. Yeah. This morning we just touched a little bit on karaoke because some guy has come out and said that karaoke, the best song is Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone.
Since You've Been Gone.
I can't get beyond karaoke. But we want to know your thoughts on that, so we're going to have some karaoke fun coming up tomorrow morning.
I think so, yeah. I put it up on our socials. So if there's a favorite song you like to sing along to or hear performed, if there's a popular one you tend to, when you go out, it's always done, we would love to know what it is.
And then, because some like it hot, we're going to be unveiling our Throwback Thursday themes and songs for tomorrow. Now that we are into the heat, your chance to vote is going to come up after the 8 o'clock news tomorrow morning.
So hot.
And we'll unveil that before 9. Stay hydrated. That's Charity's PSA for the day today.
Key to stay hydrated. Don't let yourself get dehydrated.
And get yourself a little bit of that sunscreen out there because it's going to be hot. And enjoy your day today with 95.5 Hits FM. Talk to you tomorrow morning.